how we started. Kelley and I, Ascent is how we started. So ridiculous. Okay. Our relationship started in the candle business. So we had magic like right from the beginning. I mean, I'm not going to get too crazy.
I know, what did you say?
But we were both worked for a candle company, and then that candle company was sold, and we decided to start our own candle company. And in doing that, we were small, just she and I. Actually, it was supposed to be just me. She had a job, and I was for 6 months. I was trying to start this candle business. We had about $30,000 of credit card debt. We were charging, buying stuff, trying to get this thing started, right? I mean, you know how much you invest to try to get a business started. I'm sure a lot of you have done that in this room that have been around for a while. And your husband probably said, "What's happening? How come it's not working yet?" And you're like, "Be patient." And so we had that. She comes in one day, because every night she'd come home from work and she'd say, "What do we got?" And she would help. We'd stay up hours after we put the kids to bed, hours working on this business.
Right, because first of all, he was in sales and I was in product development, so I would.
In our previous job.
Right,
yeah.
so he would say, "We're going to go meet with a Pier 1 buyer or whatever." I'm like, "Okay, what's the plan? What's the ideas?" And they'd say they're working on X amount of season or whatever they're doing. And then I would create the product line and he'd go sell it, right? So I'd come home from work and he'd be like, "Okay, here's what we're doing next week." And I'm like, "Okay, next week," you know? And so anyway, we'd start
So she had to
Meanwhile,
develop all
there's
the
3
product.
kids at home and,
Right,
you know,
right.
it was a little much.
And she comes home.
You guys all know
she
this
comes
story,
home
right?
on a Tuesday and she says, "This is really going to work. We have no orders from any customers yet,
Yeah.
but we're working, and these are big customers. We're trying to get somebody to commit." And she says, "This is going to work. I'm going to quit my job. I hate my job." I'm like, "That's the only income we have. What do you mean you hate your job? You cannot quit your job." "I really want to quit my job. It's going to work." She comes home Friday. "I quit. I'm so excited." Are there any guys in the room? I mean, you're like looking at her going, "What? What are you talking about? You quit."
Make it happen, buddy.
Yeah. So needless to say, it worked. It worked. We got our first order with that business. We built a team. It took us years, but we grew to be the 3rd largest candle manufacturer in the U.S. We eventually bought American Greetings candle business from them, which is our factory that we have today in Kentucky. It's a 600,000 square foot facility in
Okay,
Kentucky.
wait, speak in girl version.
Sorry. It's four super Walmarts under the roof. That's how big it is.
Like,
It's crazy.
it's
So
a mall.
we started Pink Zebra about almost exactly 5 years ago, and we still own that business. The business was that we were selling to, so you said Pier 1 Bath and Body Works, Walmart. We were shared the supply program at Walmart, Walgreens, all the big retailers, right? We made their brands. And over time, it was a major, major challenge. If you've ever heard of people selling to the big retail box like that, those guys it's a challenge. I mean, it's definitely a good lesson learning experience. We did it for about 10 years, and we were on a quest to connect directly with the end consumer of our product, because we were developing products and they would take all the fragrance out because they wanted it to be cheap as they can get it, right? And she was just like, "I can't stand this."
Well,
so she decided, "Well, you don't need me if we're selling to this retailer, these big retailers."
Non-fragrant vanilla candles.
Right, you don't need
or jars. I'm like,
So she quit the
Don't need
business.
that.
We quit. She just went home and didn't come back in.
quit again.
She said, "The kids need me." Yeah, the kids need me.
I'm
So-
not really a quitter, but it's sounding like it, isn't it?
So we created Pink Zebra. We began to create Pink Zebra. And if you don't know, I'm sure you do, but if you're a guest here, people always ask, "How did you come up with the name Pink Zebra?" Well, pink is the universal power of women symbol, right? I mean, you know, the breast cancer, this month, right? So it's like, pink is the power of women worldwide. That's the symbol for strength in women, right? And zebras are if you know, zebras stripes, every zebra stripe is unique. They're like a fingerprint, there's not one alike. And the other thing about zebras is when they're together in a herd, the lions can't tell them apart, so they're stronger as a team together. So that's what created the name Pink Zebra. So we are a group of strong, powerful women and men. There are, trust me. The men are just in it for the green, but the pink is really what the women are in it for.
Pink is the new green.
Yeah, pink is the new green.
That's
So I went home. We had developed this logo. When you come in as a director, I have this big book, and it shows how we designed the logo, and it shows from beginning to end. It was probably a 2-month process, and there's some really laughable logos that we were working on. It was funny. But we ended with Paisley, and I took Paisley home one night, and I kept trying to get Kelley back into the business because we needed her. She is the creativity that you guys all love, right? And I woo! So I went home and I took this little page with Paisley's face on it, and she was making dinner, and I poured a glass of wine, and I'm like, hey, I put this on the thing. I said, this is this pink zebra, and she looked at it, and she looked away from me, and she said, anyway, and she just like didn't even give it to me, right? Nothing. But in your mind, you were thinking,
holy moly, she's cute. I did. I fell in love with her. Can I take this?
sure.
I'll just talk for a while. Okay.
She's ready to start.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. But anyway, I did. I fell in love with her, and bottom line, I trust Tom in anything he decides to do because he researches, he understands the business and the industries and such. So I believed in him, but I didn't want him to know that. So I was quietly just sort of looking at her, and I'm like, okay. And then finally I turned to Tom. I go, so what is it you need? Because I was trying to be at home with the high school kids, right? Thinking, I remember that time. I should be here and watch them, right? And I was trying to do an interior design business. I was just really trying to do something on my own. And he's like, can you just, print a catalog for us? Can you just kind of nail down all the fragrances? And,
do the creative stuff.
Yeah, and a few candles and a few things. Right. Can you just do this? I'm like, okay, that's it, and then I'm done, anyway. But then literally we were talking about it, and I instantly got hooked into the whole concept like that,
Well, what she got hooked on, we hired a consultant to help us to start a direct selling business because we had not been in direct sales. We had a lot of experience in home fragrancing, like 20 years worth, but had not been in direct sales. And we met with this consultant, and he says to us, you don't realize when you start this business, the number of lives that you really truly do change. And he told that to Kelley, or to us both, but Kelley left that meeting and said, I want to start a charity with this. I would like to start off with a charity, not wait until later. Again, the financial craziness, right? I quit. It's like, so start off with the charity, even though we don't make any money, we're going to give the money, right?
The money we don't have.
Right, but it was fantastic. So we started Heroes from the very beginning to give back to single moms, because Kelley was a single mom at one time. And there are many of you that are or have been. And we think they are the heroes of our country that never ask for anything. Right? I mean, really, how often does mom ask for anything, or get anything for that matter, besides just giving and giving and giving? I mean, Shannon would say she's got 6 kids.
I give a lot.
A lot of sleep going on. But that was our whole purpose. And once this thing started, and literally we have people, and I know you guys have been there for a while. We have a team. You have people come up to you and tell you what a difference this has made in their life, and how, from small differences to crazy big. You were at reunion when Yvonne Cardona in San Antonio told her story. There was not a dry eye in the room, and you couldn't believe her story and the difference that this has made for her. It's that stuff is what we do this every day for that. We're in love with helping and changing lives. So that's the essence for us of Pink Zebra, and we're glad that you guys had us out here to tell our story and be part of this great reveal. Kelley we were outside talking, and she said she wanted to ask you guys a question about the industry.
So okay, there's home fragrance industry. Anybody guess the size of that U.S. industry? How many dollars come in every year annually?
How many billions? I'll give you a hint. How many
800.
billions in the home fragrance? It's not very big.
5.
5
billion.
5.
But, again, that's reported sales. There's a lot of people that don't report sales, including us, So, unless you're part of that organization, you don't want to tell people you're stuff.
We report our taxes. Come on.
Oh, no.
Look, Nikki said, we do report our taxes.
That's funny. To the, anyway, so now, to the reporting industry, the people that come tell you how much everything's worth. Oh my God. So anyway, Yeah, so it's worth $5 billion in the U.S., right? Which is good. That's a healthy industry, but it's very small compared to so many out there. So constantly thinking of you guys, going, how are we going to keep coming up with innovation and unique fragrancing and growth, and just keep you guys happy, right? So I don't know anybody, male, female, old, young, whatever nationality or religion you are, you got jewelry on somewhere, somehow, at some point, right?
Yeah.
So, fashion jewelry industry, that does not include fine, which is diamonds and gold and real expensive stuff, or even watches, which is also big. Just fashion jewelry, right? All this fun stuff. $146 billion.
Wow.
And we just tagged into it. So, not to say that the home fragrancing is becoming unimportant, that is big. We're gonna add to it, right? So yeah, pretty exciting. And we get to fragrance it uniquely, and there's nothing like this in the industry. Nothing. I mean, there's fragrant jewelry, but nothing like this.
It comes with the fragrance and then it goes away and you have to buy another piece of jewelry.
Yeah,
Or
and it's
or
little
you buy
charms
a
and stuff
charm.
like that, so
This is
yeah.
very unique.
And you have 30 plus fragrances that you can then blend, as opposed to maybe 6 that they're pre-selling. You've got options like crazy, so, and we like to develop jewelry, so we're gonna keep doing that as well as all our great stuff, so. Anyway, so we're really super excited to be here, and you guys are part of this first launch, and hopefully it's gonna be down in history, and we wanna thank,
Oh, good. I just wanted, before you handed the mic to her.
can I thank Shannon now?
That's what I was gonna do.
So we wanted to thank Shannon for coming all this way. Yeah, so we just met through Pink Zebra. I mean, it's amazing the friendships you gain, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys take this opportunity, someone like Shannon in the room, she's going to teach you a lot today, but we set up these rallies originally so that we had someone earlier, I think it was Jill, who said it was her first rally, right?
Yeah.
She just joined last month.
Hi, Jill.
She and Debbie, we met out in the lobby, and we encourage you guys to come to a rally so you can meet someone, connect, learn. Someone like an executive manager who does all these crazy sales, she hasn't missed an incentive trip yet. I mean, we're talking about Jamaica, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic. I mean, those kind of trips, and if you want to know how to make it, come up and talk to her. She's done it every year. She's going this year to Panama, I guarantee you. She's already booking her flights and her long extended time and everything. I mean, she's going, so.
As of this month, I'll have earned it for one already.
All right? Take the time while you're here to talk to her and talk to the other leaders in the room about how to be successful in this business. And of course, we're available for anything you want to talk to us about too. Thanks guys for coming out. We'll turn it over to Shannon now.